Hi, it's Red Raven here and welcome to my channel, my darlings. Today's video I am showing you the first 24 hours of me after I've installed these dreads. Now they've just been installed over 3 hours. I've had them in now for like 20 minutes. My boyfriend installed them. I'm also autistic, so I wanted to do this video for anyone else who's autistic and they're not sure whether buying dreads would be a really good idea. Now, so far, they do not itch my head. They are heavy, but they are soft. They don't irritate my skin, and I am loving them. So, I will be back with you when I've had a good night's sleep. And I'll see you in a bit, my darlings. Bye for now. And it is the afternoon. I was about to say it's the morning, it's the afternoon. Sleeping in them last night wasn't too bad. There was a lot of broken sleep, which was to be expected. I did use a silk bonnet, cap, whatever you want to call it. These, I would definitely use one of these if you're going to use them. The only issue that I had sleeping really wasn't the fact that they were itchy. It was the fact that my neck had a lot of pressure on it, but I managed to finally properly fall asleep about 11 o'clock, I think. I remember my partner getting up and me still being asleep. But yeah, they are still soft, they don't itch really at all. It's getting used to them being long, because obviously my hair comes to about here. What I will say though, as being an autistic person, is that it really helped me sort of being at home with my partner and us taking breaks, and he was really supportive and sort of like checking in on me. It meant that obviously the last time that I had stuff in my hair, which was the braids, I was masking because I was in a different environment. I was in front of new people, and being at home, if you can be at home, if you want to get dreads done, I would suggest doing so, because you can just take your time and just sort of, you know, take breaks. Because by the end of it, he'd had enough at 3 hours, I'd had enough at 3 hours, and I think it was about 9 o'clock at night. We started about half six-ish, and finished towards about 9 o'clock, so about 3 hours. But yeah, sensory wise, the process of getting it done was very stressful, having to sit still and obviously having my hair pulled about a lot, which wasn't my partner's fault, you know. In order to keep these from moving and staying in my hair, I was going to have to be pulled about a little bit. But we're going to go out today. I need to go and get some more food for my reptile Rex, my crested gecko, and I will check in again with you later, and that will be round about me telling you how it was for the first 24 hours, so I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. We are now just over the 24 mark of me having these dreads in. It is 11:54, so it's near enough midnight. I'm going to be putting my silk bonnet cap on in a minute and just getting ready for my second night of sleeping. But what I will say is, I knew I was going to have a bit of a sensory issue with them. I knew I was going to have a bit of problems with them, like sensory wise, because of being autistic. But I didn't realise how bad it was. And sort of 3 hours ago when we were out, no, 3 hours ago, no, 4 or 5 hours ago when we were out, I just was melting down. I was just sort of like melting down, overstimulated, just like all of the senses, just like I couldn't deal with them for a bit. They were like really like taking a lot of energy. What I mean by that is I knew that they would affect my sensory issue, is what I mean. But I didn't realise how much of my mental spoons, if you've heard of spoon theory, go and look that up. It's a very good way of explaining it, how we use our spoons, like autistic brain wise. it took me a lot of energy today, dealing with having dreads in my hair, dealing with the difference, dealing with how I tie them up, how I hold them down, not sitting on them, not pulling them too much, and all of these things. I was just exhausted, really exhausted, but my partner was checking in with me a lot and giving me hugs and really giving me that reassurance that everything's okay, you'll get used to them. But yeah, it's just one of those things with, you know, having sensory issues and being autistic is, I don't think sometimes even we realize how much something like affects us, like, you know what I mean, sensory wise, but it was really exhausting. So when you get them done, if you get them done, take a couple of days slogging them. I know you're like me. You're probably like me where you're going to want to go out, you're going to want to show them off, put clothes on, be like, yeah, slay it girl, yeah, or slay it dude, or, you know, whatever. But trust me, take those couple of days, slog in some clothes, wear them whilst you're watching TV, just really sort of have the minimum amount of stimulus that you can, getting them in, because that's what I found. I mean, I've gone out a little bit, like twice, but I've sort of like, other than putting a tiny bit of makeup on, like lipstick on when I first put them in, other than that I've just put my hoodie on and I haven't really sort of dressed up or anything. I might dress up a bit tomorrow, but that's because I'm now feeling a little bit better. But again, just see how you are, you know, see how you are and how you get on. Take it one bit at a time, and that's my suggestion. I also wanted to show you something which is off dread topic, but I love Halloweeny stuff, and I've been looking for a really cool Halloween blanket. And my boyfriend in the range found this fleecy blanket, and it's so cute and it's soft, and it was only £5. So that's been really helpful, because obviously some of you might be the same as me, having sensory issues. Having a nice sort of like really soft blanket really does help to snuggle in and wrap myself in. It's really helpful, really helps a lot. And I've just sort of been there having cups of tea and just really trying to sort of deal with it. So just take your time, you know. Also, as I mentioned before, if you're gonna get dreads and you're worried about them being like really hard and stuff, get the merino wool, which is merino wool. Very soft, very cool. And I got these, as I said before, off Pixie Locks on Etsy. So they do really good dreadlocks. But that ends my 24-hour mark of having these in. The next video of these I'll probably do is when I've had them in for a week, just to check in and say how I've been doing with them for a week. But that ends my video here. I will insert some photos of the process of having these put in at the end of this clip, so you can see that. But remember, I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful, never stop being you. I'll see you in the next video, my darling. Red Raven out. Bye!